You know what's remarkable about the January 6th Select Committee? Is that even when they don't get everything that they want from one of the potential witnesses, they can still somehow end up getting everything they wanted from those individuals. Take, for example, Trump ally Bernie Kerik. See, Kerik has decided that he is going to sit for an interview, and he did turn over loads of documents to the committee, but he withheld some. And he was helpful enough to send a big old list of all the documents that he's not going to turn over to the committee. And one of those documents was titled Draft Letter from POTUS to Seize Evidence in the Interest of National Security for the 2020 elections. This was a draft letter from then President of the United States, Donald Trump, laying out his plan, his call to seize election materials from the 2020 election in the interest of national security. Now, this sounds to me like Donald Trump had a plan that luckily did not come to fruition to seize the voting machines, possibly seize the ballots themselves, seize everything related to the 2020 election, have it in the hands of his people, and then claim massive fraud and, oh, Trump actually won. We're not going to show you the results, but he won. He still gets to play president. Now, of course, we don't know. We don't know if it called for any of that. It could have just been titled that, and it could have been a doodle of Trump playing golf. Who knows? We sure as hell don't, because Kerik did not turn over that document. So I imagine committee's probably going to ask about that. Because again, he has agreed to sit down for an interview. He's turned over a lot of the documents they requested. Of course, not all of them. But putting it in this list form and giving us the titles here is also kind of giving up the game. Yes, the contents of that draft letter are exceptionally important here. Because without the contents, we're left with nothing but speculation. But again, sure as hell to me, sounds like Donald Trump wanted to seize everything related to the 2020 election and change the results himself with his people. Now, if I'm wrong, feel free to prove me wrong by releasing the letter. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do to prove to the country that Donald Trump wasn't at least thinking about stealing the election for himself, as he claims Joe Biden and the Democrats did for himself. This is getting out of hand, folks. The new information that continues to come out, even the information that comes out about information that's not coming out, which is what this is. We, as I continue to say, have still barely scratched the surface on what these people are hiding from us about what this administration was trying to do to overturn that election. And as I always say, it's time for a special prosecutor. It's time for somebody that has the authority to not recommend criminal charges, but to file them, to take over this so that we can get some real movement on this. Because until then, we're going to get more lists of documents we can't have. We're going to have more damning titles of things that we don't get to know what's in them. And considering what's at stake, considering what almost happened, I think the public is entitled to the truth, and I don't think we get the full truth until we get a special prosecutor to take over this investigation.